If I could follow up on that, and pardon me for butting in, well, about those releases, and a quick one here, are they cash backed? Because we had someone here who told us on the program that the agencies don't have funds. They couldn't fund some of the programs of government. So have those funds released been cash backed?
All the funds released have been cash backed, but the funds are not enough. I mean, that is the fact of the matter. We need more funds, and which is why we have this proposal to raise between 10 to 15 billion US dollars to bring that into the system and to make sure that our budget is implemented. If the 2016 budget was fully implemented, we will not be where we are today. That is the truth. The 2016 budget had a fiscal stimulus built in. We're looking for this money just to implement the budget, not for supplementary. It's to fund the budget, because the budget was very well designed, and when it came out, everybody said so. It was designed to reflate the economy. We said that the economy would go into trouble unless it was reflated. We said so when we came out with the budget. And we said this budget is designed to do that. We've not been able to implement the budget because of funding constraints. And the funding constraint was caused by the dramatic fall in production. We are getting...
Mr. Udoma, when we talk about the 2016 budget, what also will come to mind is 2017. The fear and the manner and even the history we saw with the 2016 budget. Looking at the 2017 budget, can you tell us, the Nigerian people, if that will be ready by October, knowing full well that the National Assembly will need about 3 months to go through that document?
No, I don't believe the National Assembly will need 3 months to go through it. Our plan is to get it to them in October. We are going to work with them and try to encourage and support them so that before the end of the year, the budget should be passed. We want to do extensive consultation with the leadership and the members of the National Assembly to get their support, because we are in a difficult economic situation. We cannot do business as usual. We cannot spend 3-4 months over the budget. We just cannot afford that time. So we cannot repeat 2016 in 2017. We can't do the same thing every year and expect different results. So we have to work together and work together to achieve it. And we will work with the National Assembly, we will seek their cooperation, we will seek their support. And I'm sure as patriotic Nigerians, they themselves will come on board to make sure that this budget is passed and is out before the end of the year. Nigerians expect that from us.
You talked about how we will get out of this. I mean, I think as at the time you spoke to the Senate, you were already confident that we will be making the turn by the 4th quarter of this year.
Yes.
Do you still have that optimism?
If we can get the money into the system, we need to get the money into the system. That is the thing. So we need to raise the money, the 10 to 15 billion dollars that I'm talking about. We need to raise it, and we're working flat out to achieve that.
So as we speak, there is no money?
Well, until we sell the assets, until we get the licensing, until we get the approval that we seek from the National Assembly, we will not be able to achieve fully what our intentions are.
So tell us then, this talk we hear about the TSA and monies in the TSA, monies being recovered through the EFCC and some other agencies of government. What are these monies for? A lot of Nigerians, they're wondering, are we just recovering it for the sake of it?
Well, okay, let me deal with the TSA and then I'll deal with the recovered money. The TSA, what we talk about is a flow. It's not that the TSA has recovered a surplus. The TSA is a mechanism for making sure that all payments go through a central point so they can be tracked. But those funds belong to money from various agencies, and then they end up getting paid into the national treasury. And it is from that. So there is no 3 trillion, there has never been 3 trillion naira sitting in TSA, no. But it's the money that has been flowing through, the cumulative amount is what is being spoken about. So that money is not lying there idle, waiting for us to go and take it.
Because it's very important you clarify that. People
yes,
say
it has
that,
been clarified so many times. It has been said. The Minister of Finance has said so on several occasions, and I can't understand why the issue still isn't clear. The Minister of Finance said that the trade trillion, the amount is a flow. It is what has flown through, what has passed through, using the TSA. She has said so several times. So, and I think I want to also clarify it. It's not money sitting down in central bank waiting for us to spend. Recovered funds. Until the legal processes are completed, you can't take those funds and start to spend them. So that is part of what the delay is. But we are optimistic that as soon as we can complete legal processes for the funds, we should be able to inject them into the system.
Not even the funds recovered from abroad?
No, those ones, I don't know which ones you're referring to particularly, but most of the recent ones, the legal processes have not been completed for most of the recent ones. So that is also being looked at. But one thing I want to emphasize is this. The economic management team meets every single week. We meet on Mondays every week. And every week we look at the performance of the Nigerian economy. We look at all the indexes and we tweak things in order to deal with whatever the trend is. Every week we meet. The fact of the matter is that nobody can give you advance notice of a bombing of a facility, a terminal. If we had the advance notice, we would stop it. So we cannot plan for something for sabotage, for criminal activity. Nobody can plan for that. That is the cause of our current problem. We can plan for things that we anticipate, things that we plan for the price. If you recall, at the time we fixed $38, people thought we were too optimistic. We went to the National Assembly. The National Assembly said we should bring it down. We said no. We have done our numbers. We've done our projections. We have done extensive consultation internationally and everywhere else. We are confident of that $38. What has come out has proved us right. The $38 was a reasonable list. So all the projections, the assumptions we made have been borne out. However, nobody could have anticipated that we would have shut-ins that would bring us down from 2.2 billion barrels to 1.1 billion
Why
barrels.
Did we not anticipate that? It's happened before.
From 2.2 to 4, nothing as bad as this. In any case, how can you...
In the days of President Yaradua,
yes.
God rest his soul, I do recall that at some point we were told that we were producing about 700,000 barrels of oil per day.
What was the price then? The price was pretty high. The fact of the matter is this, but how long did it take the Yaradua administration to deal with it? It took some time to deal with it. You can't expect overnight miracle. We are working on it. We have a team that is working on dealing with the militant situation. That team, of course, is a different team from the economic team because those have security and other concerns. We have a team dealing with that. We are working flat out. We have a team dealing with the militant activity. We have a team dealing with the economy. We consult, and I want to make that point. We consult extensively. Each time we meet as a economic management team, at least from time to time, we will invite top economists to come and sit down with us. We listen to their analysis. We tell them our plans. They give us their feedback. We have been doing this behind this thing, not in the public limelight. We have had economists from every zone, most of the major economists we've spoken to. We've invited them, we've sat down with them, we've looked at, and if you recall, when we were preparing our MTEF, the medium-term expenditure framework, we took it to Nigerians. We called economists. We looked at everybody. We believe in developing an economy that everybody is part of.
Would you say then that there has been no basis for the criticism that you should consult a little more widely? Because there has been criticism coming from some very powerful quarters.
Well, I think that maybe we have not communicated enough. I will accept responsibility. Not everything that we do has been communicated, and we'll be communicating a lot more. But I want people to know that work has been going on. continuously. We meet all the time. We consult extensively. And this ministerial retreat was planned some time ago. I planned it some time ago. And we even at this ministerial retreat, we brought economists as well to come and talk to us.